Yo, Baltimore, it is the CoolB'more driver. What is going on? It's been a little bit over or under a week that I've been out. I've been spending time with my fiance. Remember one of my videos I was talking about balancing family and work. So I was spending time with my fiance, balancing that time. Wow. So today was my first day back, after Valentine's Day, that is. And, today was an awesome day. And get this, I even started off in the negative. So what I mean by that is, for those of you who have the Uber fuel card, you know, if you use it certain times, you know, the following week, you could start off with a negative balance, which isn't such a bad thing. For me, I use that as a motivator to make that back so I can pay Uber back and continue to make my goals. So today, I'm telling you, I killed it today. So I started off with about a negative $37 and some change, right? And, you know, I just came back from PA, and, you know, I was like, you know, I'm just going to do a few rides and I'm going to go in. Well, it's now 13 hours later. But anyway, so start with that negative $37 balance. My first two rides totally cleaned that up. So my first ride was a ride from Reisterstown, Maryland, out to Dundalk, the Amazon Center out there. It's like 26 bucks. So I decided, since I wasn't too far from the airport and a nice influx of passengers was coming in, bam, went over to the airport. Got a ride to DC. It was Gaithersburg, actually. It was a married couple, $46. Then they turned around and tipped me another $15 or $15. Yep. So it was like one of those weird tips. It was like $15.47 or some weird number like that. But anyway, so completely wiped out my debt, and I ended up being on the positive side, you know, after those two rides, and then I just killed it from there. So I ended off the night, total gross was $250 and $250.64. You know, most of my rides, I only did 13 rides today, and I would say probably about 6 of those rides were airport rides. The airport queue was moving super fast today. It was awesome. I don't think I sat at the I don't even think I sat at the airport for 45 minutes. Maybe one time I sat there 45 minutes. The rest of the times I was in and out. It was amazing today. So 13 rides, probably about 5 of them were airport rides. Spent some time down in College Park, got a couple of Uber pool rides. And then, you know, I got a couple late night, you know, drop-offs close to my neighborhood, and then that was it. So $250.64, subtract that $37 and some change from the Uber. So I ended up netting $212.71, but I ended up getting a $10 tip, cash tip. So I ended off the night total $222.71 out of the $250.64. So what a night. I will take that any day. It was just great. And I hope everybody out there is, again, as I always say, was just as fruitful as I was today. You know, there's people that, you know, I've talked to that don't like the Uber fuel card, but here's the way I look at it. And like I said, you know, if you start off in that negative balance, that's just a motivator for me to work that much more harder to wipe out that negative balance and still make my goal. And it can be done. You may have to start a little bit earlier, or, you know, you may have to hit those areas that you normally drive in, and it can happen. I will say today, with all the rides that I had, every last airport ride except for my last one took me to DC. My last one actually brought me towards home, which was still a nice, probably about $20 ride. So perfect, the perfect way to end my night. So that, you know, that ride, and then I picked up one more, dropped him off around the corner, from where I dropped off the young lady from the airport, picked him up from around the corner, and then dropped him off maybe about a mile or two down the street. And then I had another ride, but that person canceled, and I was like, okay, going offline, I'm going home. But just, you know, so that is one motivator. And two, you know, it's not really coming out of my pocket per se. I mean, it is and it isn't. So yeah, swipe the card, you know, and I fill up my gas tank. You know, for those of you who know, I use the Upside app to get cash back on my fuel ups. I use that. And then I turn around and, you know, I make that back to pay that debt off at the beginning of the week. And then I just run, you know, keep going through the week or going through that day. And that's what I did. I just pushed through. I'm not tired. I was actually online 13 hours and I did 13 rides. So roughly a ride an hour. And you would think that was a slow day, but remember, I spent a lot of time sitting at the airport today. But it was worth it because I got nice long rides, and it was just great. So, you know, again, I hope everybody was just as fruitful as I was. This is actually a recap from the 16th of February. It is now the 17th of February, and it's pretty early for me. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. So I get to text my fiance and say, hey, shift's over. I'm in the house. I'm going to sleep. So it was a great day. So I'm going to go in here and get some sleep and get up and do this thing again tomorrow night and tomorrow evening starting. And hopefully, you know, I'll make somewhere close to what I made today. It was awesome. So I hope everybody had a great day. Be safe. For those of you who are still out there driving, be safe, get home to your loved ones, and get plenty of rest. CoolB'more driver, I'm out of here.